To recognize who is a narcissistic person doesn't take a rocket scientist. There are simple ways, simple signs, red flags, how you can tell that somebody is being a narcissist. And usually, of course, these people do not go to therapy because they are not wanting to heal, because they think that nothing is ever their fault, ultimately, even if they know that something is wrong that they have done, like abused people in different ways, only been using people, their kind hearts, their souls for their advantage. But of course, they will never look in the mirror. Rarely, very rarely, that can happen in those people. But here I want to tell you a few signs. They only take, they never give back. They do not reciprocate things. They want all the validation, attention, love, care, empathy, sympathy, support, financial support, money or sex. They want all the energetic win-win to their advantage. So they are not looking for the other person to win in any way. They want to be the winner. So they only take with the least amount of effort after the love bombing stage, of course. They are only looking to take. Their energy vampires. It's all about take. And in communication, in conversations, they do not show you any empathy. They do not show you normal, healthy respect. They do not give you healthy communication. They do not have normal manners. For example, when they come into your home, or however they have access to you, they are very arrogant. Especially when they know that you are already hooked on them, that they don't need to be pleasing you in any way. Like they are the king or the queen and you are just a peasant, you are just a slave, you are just an object, a supply for power and energy. That is how they perceive you in that stage. So you will really feel it when you are an empath, a narcissistic person, a chosen one of God, an earth angel, starseed. You will really pay attention to this. You will feel these signs in a very heavy way. They feel like they're just stabbing you in the back or in the heart. Like they're just stealing your life force, your vitality, your health from you, everything from you. They are taking your soul, they are draining you, exhausting you, and you will feel that you need to basically pretend to be something else. Because of course you are not born a slave. Nobody is. You are born with your own potential to be who you are authentically, to fulfill your life mission. But of course that is not what they want you to do. And especially this sign is huge. When they do not respect your boundaries. So if you, let's say that you have been silenced, you have been quiet, you have not been expressing yourself authentically, you have not been daring to do so for many reasons. You can still have your own trauma of narcissistic abuse, things like that, which are preventing you from being your authentic self, from speaking up when you need to, from setting those healthy boundaries. You are basically speechless. You don't know what to do, how to handle this. So when you finally say to yourself, okay, enough is enough, I'm not taking this anymore, I'm actually going to be doing something about this, and then you communicate to them that how you are treating me is not acceptable, and they attack you. So there's the lack of empathy, no respect for you or your home, your life, your space. No respect for your opinions, your rights, who you are as a person, as a being. what your life mission is, what your life purpose is, what your human worth is, your value and worth. No acknowledgement, no respect. When a healthy person gives these to you without even asking. So with a narcissist, you always need to be basically chasing after their approval. Like you're supposed to be chasing after their validation. That is what they want. But you keep on chasing and giving. And they are just the taker. They are just the energy vampire who needs you as an energy and power supply. And so they want you silenced. They don't want you to be using your voice. They don't want you to be yourself. Because that means to them that they're losing the game. Because everything is about competition and game to these kinds of people. So seriously, the next time your intuition is telling you, warning you strongly, hey, I feel that this person is a narcissist. They are not expressing any empathy, no respect for me. They are not communicating with me in a healthy manner. They are not treating me with, with healthy manners. Like, for example, when they come into my home, they just expect me, for example, to cook food for them, or whatever the thing is that they expect you to do. They are all about status and money and ego, which is very fragile in them. They're so insecure, especially with covert narcissists who first can seem very shy. Very, very fragile ego and very, very insecure. And we always need to keep in mind that we are dealing with toddlers when we are dealing with these people. We cannot be reasoning with them in any way. They are not capable in having emotionally intelligent conversations and communication with honesty, with clarity, in a straightforward manner. As a healthy person gives you all of those things, and you don't need to be chasing after them or convincing them to do so. So if you find yourself performing for this person and you always feel that you are enough, whatever you do, however you act with them, or whatever you give to them, nothing is ever enough. And you find yourself feeling very empty, exhausted, drained out and hurt and disrespected, attacked all the time and bullied and put down when you try to express yourself. Usually they start to complain about things. For example, if you are in a romantic relationship with a narcissist, the more time goes by, you will notice that they start to complain about things when they are not being happy with you, that you are somehow not pleasing them anymore. They start to complain that you're too much of this and that, and everything is always your fault. Of course, there is also the physical abuse attack aspect, that they can also start to attack you physically. Mostly, of course, it is about psychological severe abuse and bullying, belittling, attacking, especially if they have no romantic attachment to you, especially if this is a random narcissist attacking you. They don't care about your life history, your background, your life story, how much trauma you've already gone through. They don't care about that because, again, they have no empathy. So it seems like they don't understand anything about you, how they treat you. And so they are so cold. So pay attention to these signs, and I hope that you don't need to be blaming yourself. We so easily, when we are highly sensitive people, earth angels, healers, we so easily blame ourselves again, and we wonder, what is wrong with me? Why am I even dealing with these kinds of people? Why am I always attracting these kinds of people? Is there like a neon sign on me that says, come use and abuse me and attack me and bully me and disrespect me and put me down and I can take it all and I deserve it all? It can feel like that, certainly. And of course, it's good to think about these things, to reflect on them, if this is your reality. But of course, again, like I've been saying before, that the truth is that nobody deserves such treatment. And nobody's value or worth is taken away, no matter how much you are abused. You can feel like it is, like your soul is taken away, you know, and things like that. But it doesn't have to be the ultimate truth. And you can always call your power back, and you should, especially if you are dealing with these people. I wish that somebody would have helped me, but I have had to discover everything on my own and help myself and talk to Father God and get through it. So it's only a natural feeling and a thought if you are thinking about these things again when you are experiencing this. But yeah, so here are simple ways, simple signs of, you know, how you can really recognize that you're dealing with a narcissistic person. Because again, if it's not a narcissist, they would respect your boundaries and opinions and your rights if you communicate them. A person can make mistakes that they don't always see how they behave, but if you address it, there is really the breaking point, a deal breaker. How do they react? When you bring it up, you set your boundaries, you say that's not okay. If they attack you still and still take from you, it is a narcissist. So if you still have this belief within you after trauma, narcissistic abuse, that you need to always convince people to be in your life, to always chase after people, to seek validation, love, support, empathy, compassion, whatever it is, then the whole situation is already toxic. It's unhealthy, because we are never supposed to be convincing anyone to be in our lives. So break that pattern. You have to support yourself. You have to understand that you cannot live like that. And of course, if you need more help and support, buy my self-help book. Support my work on Instagram and Threads and YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share. And apply to work with me if you need more help. So if they are insulting you after you just express yourself and you just set your boundaries and just communicate in a normal, healthy, calm, respectful manner, as you must do. So they feel the need to attack you and insult you. For example, they call you weird or selfish or some other word. They belittle you. They feel that they need to put you down. How dare you treat me like that? It's like they come from this energy. They must be thinking when they talk to you that way, like, how dare you? How dare you talk to me that way, to demand things from me? You are so selfish. You are so toxic. What a narcissist you are. Seriously. So there are clear, surefire signs and ways what to pay attention to in case you're wondering if somebody is a narcissist or not. So we have to always protect ourselves and our peace and our mental health and our homes, our lives, things that matter to us. So yes, if you need more help and support, then you know what to do. You know where to find me. My links are available on my Instagram and on my YouTube channel if you read the description box below the video. I've been updating my channel, so you find the new information if you go to my latest videos.